Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and welcome to episode 16 of the Wireless Weekly Recap. We got lots to cover, so let's get started. So, there are multiple reports out that customers are claiming Verizon is kicking them off unlimited plans for using too much data. Now, I've briefly looked at all of the reports, and a lot of the customers that are claiming this live in a rural area where they have no access to a Wi Fi provider, so all of their devices inside the home use LTE for streaming, gaming, and all that good stuff. So naturally, those customers are going to use more data a month than someone like me who has Wi Fi at home. So I've been reading different tech blogs, and right away, people are saying, once again, Verizon shows their true colors and all this stuff. And I think of it like this: although all carriers now offer unlimited, they each have their limitations. So, someone made a good point saying that once T Mobile fills in those areas, those Verizon customers will have another option. And although T Mobile has an unlimited hotspot plan for those customers, that plan also has its limitations. So, I, Verizon is now the bad guy supposedly, but there isn't no such thing as unlimited for those customers. Even me, I have AT&T Uverse at home, and I have limitations on my Wi-Fi. It's capped at 1,024 gigabytes. Now, I don't use anywhere close to that, but if those customers in rural areas had access to something like that, they would be much better off, in my opinion. But I guess satellite internet isn't all that great. So I just wanted to report that to you guys. I don't see Verizon as the bad guy with this. They do have their limitations, and so do all other carriers. Now, it didn't say how much these customers were using, but a terabyte or 2 terabyte, in my opinion, is too much of usage. I myself, I use about 70 to 80 gigs a month on Verizon, and I haven't received anything yet. So I think I should be good to go. But I think those customers have to be using well over 100 gigabytes a month using streaming services and stuff like that. So I will keep you guys up to date, and we'll see where this goes. So next, Sprint merger is becoming less likely. Why that's good news. So I've been saying this for a while. Sprint really just needs money. They have the assets, they have the spectrum, they just need more money. So a merger necessarily is not going to help Sprint too much in that sense unless money's involved. So if Comcast and Charter are the alternative as an MVNO and they can bring money to the table, then of course Sprint has to explore that option. Now T-Mobile, on the other hand, I think they would be okay by not joining this deal and exploring options such as Dish Network and whatever other company that's out there, Amazon. There are a few companies out there that would like to make deals, and I think T-Mobile should explore those options. Sprint has their own issues that they need to fix as far as the debt and all that stuff, and I don't think T-Mobile needs to be a part of that, but that's just my opinion. But Comcast and Charter could explore the Sprint option as far as getting a cheaper deal, and then Sprint could be able to operate a little bit better with money from Comcast and Charter. But like I said in the other video, this is still very early. We don't have a lot of detail or a lot of info, so I will keep you guys up to date as we get further along into the process, and then we should know more. So next, we have a speed test, I believe, out of Falmouth, Massachusetts, if I read that correctly. So Sprint is doing well there. 59 on the download and almost 9 on the upload. So that's really good to see that Sprint is stepping it up there. Next, we have another one from the same area. 18 is still very usable and 6 on the upload. So that is really good. So Sprint's new slogan is "Works for me." So if you're paying a value, let's say you're a single line customer and you're paying $50 a month for unlimited, and you receive service like this, you're getting a good deal. Now, overall, of course, you're not getting the best coverage, but if you're mostly in the city and Sprint has upgraded all the towers, I think you're getting a great deal. So good to see that. Next, we have a speed test out of Houston on Sprint. I've been hearing a lot of good things out of Houston, lots of new small cells going up. So Sprint is getting a lot stronger in Houston. And as you can see, 15 on the download, 14 on the upload. So that is really good to see. Next, we have a failed speed test on T-Mobile. This person was inside a building and he was not able to get penetration from T-Mobile. Verizon worked well. So this is another issue that T-Mobile has to tweak or optimize to get more penetration in buildings. I know band 12 is supposed to help with that, but if there isn't a tower or a DAS antenna close enough, you can often get a no service on the top where the signal fails to reach all the way inside. So that is definitely, Verizon has already conquered that. Their network is already optimized to the max. So now all they're doing is just densifying, and they're well ahead of any other carrier. You guys got to remember their LTE network has been up the longest. So, but I think T-Mobile will get it right in the next few years. So next, we have a speed test on an iPhone 6s out of New York on T-Mobile. Download is solid, but the upload seems to struggle on this one. So that's really good to see that even on an iPhone 6s, you can get decent speeds on the download still. Now the upload, I think T-Mobile will do better if the iPhone has 256 QAMs, but we will definitely see here in the next few months what the iPhone 8 has. And then this is a really good test on an iPhone 7 on Verizon Wireless after using 30 gigabytes. So 180 on the download and 14 on the upload. So that is really good to see. Now, these are two speed tests that I ran earlier. So this is when I was already deep inside the building, and this was outside. So as you can see, the signal, well, not the signal, but the speeds did decrease, as you can see. So in the buildings, T-Mobile does seem to still struggle quite a bit, to where Verizon has pretty much, I don't want to say mastered it, but they took the proper precautions to make sure that you get the same amount of speeds indoors with DAS antennas and placing towers really close to certain buildings. So that is really good to see. So I just wanted to make this episode really quickly. I am at work, so this probably wasn't the best episode, but I will have more coming. I just skipped out on lunch real quick to make this episode for you guys. I just want to keep you guys up to date on things and show you speed tests. So definitely stay tuned for more. Next week should be a much better episode. I think this week will be a long week, and we should get a lot more info on the merger deals. Supposedly, John LaShare is going to clear things up on that in the coming weeks, and a new Un-carrier is going to launch. So I will definitely keep you guys up to date on all that. So just bear with me. Right now we are at our busy times at work, as I mentioned before, but once it slows down, you guys are going to see a lot more content. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. Give these videos a thumbs up. It keeps me motivated, keeps me going. Like, share, subscribe. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.